to start, which of the internship role descriptions did you select to focus your work on this week?
Mine will be, so the role I'm focusing on is quality insurance.
Great.
Yeah, and my second preference is going to be IT.
Okay, great, perfect, thank you. We definitely have a couple of questions that speak specifically to your track and tech interest. So to start, Rana, I would like to know a little bit about what you were doing before you joined the Europe program, and what made you want to participate in this program?
So before Europe, I was in a college as well as working full time in the service industry. I felt like working in full time and then going to a community college at the same time was a little bit challenging for me. And I met my friend who's gone through the program, and immediately when he told me about the Europe, I was hooked. The reason why is that, so his background was someone who was described him as a bad influence or gang member, and the way, the day we met is, I saw a lot of changes in him. Like, he was dressed in a suit and tie, and he told me that he was working at Google, and I was like, wow, like this is not what I remember, like, from you. Like, you used to be someone who I would rather not hang out with. Now I want to hear more about you and your experience out there, and then how do I join? And he was like, hey, it's for people who's between 18 to 24. I'm 24. Like, oh my God, I hope they're gonna accept me and whatever. And yeah, I asked him about how do I join, how do I sign up, and he told me about it. And that's when I decided to.
That's great. What specifically did you hope to get out of the program?
My professionalism and how to improve myself, and mostly I wanted to test myself how dedicated I am in this program, because previous life I was in Google. I was someone who wouldn't dedicate myself to something, and as soon as I joined Europe, I had some dedication in it, and it was working. I'm happy to be here.
That's great to hear. Thank you so much.
And why are you specifically interested in tech?
In tech, so I lived in the Bay Area for the last 11 years now, and you know, the Bay Area's culture is rich. It has a lot of things to offer me, and the tech center of the tech world has always been in my interest. I always like to keep up with the technology, and the reason why is that I love the Bay Area and the people that's moving in here. They have the light in their eyes, like they're doing something to change the world, right? Google, Facebook, everything is in here. And I drive for Lyft, and most of the passenger I give ride to is tech workers, and I always ask something about the road. They're doing startups, they're changing the world. To me, I could see in their eyes, and that's why I wanted to do in tech.
So this next question has a few parts to it. What has been your biggest challenge or growth area during the learning and development phase? Then what did you do to overcome this challenge? And then finally, what specifically do you plan to do to continue to grow in this area during internship?
So when I started Europe, I had some growth areas that people highlighted to me, which was to be able to project myself and to be able to go out there and network with people. And so I set a goal for myself. Okay, I need to be able to project myself better. And network with people. And so I set a goal for myself. Okay, I wanted to. There's an extra curriculums that Europe has offered. You know? One of them was Toastmasters. Another one was SOC, Student Outreach Committee, and also being a JavaScript class. And Toastmasters was actually really good help. Was really good help for me because you know to be able to project myself, do really good public speaking and tasks. It helped me, and also SOC. You got in that class you have to be able to like tell your stories and you know to go out there and try to inspire people, and which helped me in my projection and making networking and ability to make it better and push myself. Yeah, and then I saw a lot of reaction in my colleagues. Like, hey, you really did a good job on public speaking, much better than the previous one. Yeah, so that a lot of filled my my I'm trying to go in fast, but it filled my give me motivation.
That's an awesome example. Thank you. So with the quality assurance internship job description in mind, why do you feel that you are a good candidate for that role?
I am someone who can pay attention to the little details. I'm also a problem solver. I want to be able to connect with software engineers as much as I can, learn from them. So to be able to be in the quality assurance area, most I'm going to be working with software engineers. My goal is to learn from them how to program better, along with doing a good job in my QA area, so I can expand my knowledge in how to write programs.
Great. I feel like those are definitely some really great examples for how that role will serve your professional development. How do you think you will add value to a quality assurance team?
So I'm someone who can. I came from Mongolia. My nomadic lifestyle is in my blood. I can adapt into any environment. I came to this country at a young age by myself. I lived away from my parents for so long. That way, I'm an independent person. I can work well with team and as well as work independently.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Great. So this question's a little bit different. It's more of a scenario. So imagine you're working at the help desk. Your boss says, I think we're closing our tickets more slowly. So it's taking longer to close the tickets. And he's asked you to figure out why. Why are they taking so long? So what would you do? What steps would you take to figure out why these tickets are taking so slowly, and how would you execute?
So I'll ask my peers, colleagues, or coworkers our first person I will reach out to is the person who would do solving the tickets more than me. What's your strategy? How are you dealing with this? And connect with those people, and also connect with my manager, and just ask for advices, because I'm solving tickets slowly. That's a problem.
Now, everyone is solving tickets slowly.
Oh.
Not just you, everybody. So what would you do to figure out why?
Can you more elaborate on that? So, like, why my team is solving tickets slowly?
I think there may be different reasons. Your boss doesn't know, but your boss says, you know, it used to take 30 seconds, now it's taking 45. What's going on?
That's more like might be internet issue or the customer's issue. Are they communicating with us clearly, you know, or us being explaining the problem clearly? That might be the issue. So we might be able to work on that area, and also tell customers to be more clear, you know, communicate with us, because those customers might not know what they're talking about, you know. So yeah, I'll definitely work on that connection and communicating issue.
Okay, great.
Can you tell me about a time that you had to work as a group on a project or a task, and how did you divide up the work?
Group works. Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah. Can you tell me about a time that you had to work as a group on a project or a task? How did you divide up the work?
Do you want me to explain what the work was, or?
If that will help you answer the question, sure.
Yeah, okay. I was in my BC class, and we had to work on agile methodology using the agile methodology to create an event, and we had to divide our works to each other. We had 3 people in my team, and I felt like based on our personality, we had divided our groups, like who's good at creating that event, and who's gonna create what type of activity is gonna be on that event, and for my work was to be able to make sure everything was going at this time management. I was on that task, and yeah, my task was able to make sure everything goes smoothly, on task, really on the time management.
And then,
what was the second?
Yeah, so it was, how did you decide to divide up the work? How did you make that decision?
Oh yeah, based on our personalities, I knew my team well, so my female, my teammates who was female, they were more focused on project management. How to divide those? We basically divide the work based on our personality.
And then digging into that a little bit, if you could go back and do it differently, would you? Did it work or not? And then if you were going to change something, what would it be?
So I felt like I had more things to offer on the table, like organizing the events, adding more fun stuff to do in that event, such as bringing in a celebrity in our event, and trying to make the event more fun and attractive.
Mm-hmm.
By adding more competition and celebrity appearance, things like that.
Great, thank you. Can you give, or actually, let me back up a little bit. Would you mind, can you describe a system that you use to stay organized?
I learned how to work the Outlook system,
Okay.
Microsoft Outlook, and I set my a lot of things that I have to do outside of Europe extra by taking extracurricular and stay on top of it, and by using the Outlook, like trying to make the calendar colorful and what time, and then set the reminder 30 minutes or 50 minutes before the actual time for the place.
Great, thank you very much. So I think now we should move into the tech demo.